Okay, so for the compare and contrast task cards, it asks us to use the task cards to help us practice comparing and contrasting. Each card has a short story along with two compare and contrast questions. In addition, several of the cards may also require some inference for full understanding. Each card is focused on either people, places, events, or a nonfiction topic. So first let's explain what does comparing and contrasting even mean. So when you compare something, you are telling how two or more things are alike. When you are contrasting them, you are telling how two or more things are different. So we have to tell what is the same about the paragraph we just read and what is different about the paragraph we just read. And on your task card, there is a small paragraph that you have to read, and then there are two follow-up questions. One will ask you, how was something about that paragraph the same, and how was something about that paragraph different? So, let's look at number 1. So I'm going to read this one. It says, Keith and Danny are brothers. They both like to sing. Danny has red hair, while Keith's hair is dark brown. Danny is a mischievous boy who always seems to be getting into trouble. Keith, on the other hand, is a dependable young man who often helps his mother around the house. Keith and Danny have a sister named Lori. So, that was our paragraph. Now, let's see what it asks us. In what ways are Keith and Danny the same? Okay, so that means we're comparing the same. How are they alike? In what ways are they different? That is where we contrast them. We tell how they are different. So, you're going to take your answer sheet, and in this box right here, you're going to write what card number is it, and we're going to put a number 1. And then this box, we're going to put what's the same about it and what's different. So, I'm going to get a pen out. So, we're doing task card 1. So, I'm going to write a number 1 in my box, just like so. And then I'm going to go back to the question. It says, in what ways are Keith and Danny the same? Well, if I can't remember it, I can always look back in the paragraph. So, the very first sentence, it says, Keith and Danny are brothers. So, that is how one way they are the same. So, in my same box, I'm going to write, they are brothers. So, there's one of my reasons. They are brothers. Then I keep reading and it tells me they both like to sing. Okay? Then it goes on to tell me that they have different hair colors. Tells me Danny is mischievous, getting into trouble, and Keith, on the other hand, is a dependable young man. And then it also says they have a sister named Lori. So, there are 3 things in that paragraph that tell me that something is the same with them. We know they are brothers. And then the second sentence says they both like to sing. And then our very last sentence, they have a sister named Lori. So those are 3 things that are the same about them. So we have they are brothers, and then I'm going to add they like to sing, and they have a sister named Lori. So you should have nice little couple sentences for that one. Now we're going to move on to what is different. Our second part of our question says, in what ways are they different? So, well, we know how they're alike. So we can eliminate all those sentences out of it and just focus on what is left. So what is left that we have not gone over is Danny has red hair while Keith's hair is dark brown. Danny is a mischievous boy who always seems to be getting into trouble. Keith, on the other hand, is a dependable young man who often helps his mother around the house. So those are our 3 differences that are left because we already did our same. So, what are one thing that is different about them right off the bat? It tells you Danny has red hair and Keith's hair is dark brown. So, different. They have different hair colors. Period. Danny has red hair. And Keith has dark brown. So next it says that Danny gets into trouble while Keith is nice and helps his mom around the house. So that is another way they are very different. So we can write, Danny likes to get into trouble, but Keith likes to help his mother around the house. If you don't have enough room on the answer sheets as you're going along through this and you realize that, you may use a piece of paper and put it on there so you have plenty of room to write your answers. So that is number 1. And you just do the same thing for all the rest of the task cards. Just read each little paragraph, and then there's a question at the bottom. Answer one at a time, look back in your paragraph to help you answer that question, and then move on. If you have any more questions, just let me know.